The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 51 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
This is Tony Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Give to Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Elliott running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The give is to Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Taken down. It's a sack and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. 49ers. Travis Benjamin. 66 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Benjamin with it over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
With an extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They'll throw now on the final play. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
And now they'll elect to go for two and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and two more for good measure. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Dancing to his left. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to hook the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.